So this is chapter 10, limits and continuity. We're doing section 10.1, and the first problem we're doing is number 5. I'm sorry, the first problem we're doing is number 3. So number 3 is up here. The prompt on the previous page basically said estimate the limit if it exists. So first we have to determine whether each limit exists, and if it does, we have to estimate the limit. So the first one says the limit as x approaches negative 1 for f of x. So here's f of x. It's a sort of a fractured function, right? Like it's got several. It's a piecewise defined function, uh, and essentially, if we're looking at the limit as x approaches negative 1, so we have to look at limits from both sides. So from the left-hand side, as x approaches negative 1, we see that f of x is approaching, it looks like to be 1, the value of 1. And from the right-hand side, as x approaches negative 1, it's also, f of x is also approaching 1. So the limit does exist, and we can estimate it to be 1. The limit of x as x approaches negative 1 of f of x. Okay, part B, the limit as x approaches 1 of f of x. So again, from the left-hand side, as x approaches 1, we see that the limit is 1. F of x is pretty much at 1. And the limit as x approaches 1 from the right-hand side, it's looking like it's going to be 2. And so because the limit is different as we approach 1 from the right-hand side versus the left-hand side, the limit does not exist. And so we cannot estimate the limit. In part C, okay, so the limit as x approaches 2 of f of x. So from the right-hand side, as x approaches 2, we see that it's going towards 3. We see that f of x is going towards 3 as it approaches 2. And from the right-hand side, as x approaches 2, we see that f of x is approaching 3 as well. And so we can say that the limit does exist and that we can estimate it to be 3. Alrighty.